Audio Jungle.
Manchester woman charged with firearm offences. A 29-year-old Manchester woman has been charged with firearm offences after handing over a gun to a police during November 29 search. Charged with possession of prohibited weapons and unauthorized possession of ammunition is Anise Marshall, otherwise called Chrisan, of Craighead, Christiana in Manchester. Reports from the Mandeville police are that about 7:20 a.m., a police team carried out an operation on premises occupied by Marshall. During the operation, Marshall reportedly handed the police a bag which contained a 9mm pistol with a magazine affixed containing 5 9mm cartridges. She was subsequently arrested and charged. Her court date is being arranged. Spark of Hope, declaring that Jamaica is not alone as it relates to a crumbling road network due to part of the lack of maintenance exacerbated by climate change. Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Thursday announced China Harbour Engineering Company as a selected bidder for the government's $45 billion Shared Prosperity through Accelerated Improvement to our Road Network Spark program. Spark is the most ambitious and single largest ever expenditure on the country's road infrastructure. It is set to get underway this month and could not come earlier for frustrated road users who have had to put up with the bad road conditions daily. That was a fact acknowledged by Holness as he addressed the signing ceremony for Spark at Jamaica House. Holness read from an article about crumbling road network in Costa Rica, a country of more than 5 million people with capital income of excess of US $16,000 compared to Jamaica US $7,000. He said that unlike Costa Rica, that was seeking a loan to repair 77 roads, Spark was being funded in its entirety by the Jamaican government. Of note is that Spark includes a $5 billion component that will address the water infrastructure, namely the laying of pipes. Separately on Thursday, Holness declared Jamaica's deteriorating road condition a national emergency and announced a $2 billion allocation for road repair to begin immediately on the main road network that has been damaged by persistent rain. The aim is to return the roads to what he described as a drivable condition. He said the $2 billion is in addition to the $3 billion that is already being spent under the Relief Emergency Assistance and Community Help Reach program. This will be done following the law as well, using emergency procurement rules. We expect that the work will begin immediately, the Prime Minister noted. He said the National Works Agency NWA has access to 21 Grade 1 contractors and will use the various methodologies approach for emergency procurement to engage them right across Jamaica to get the patching and reinstatement of roads to drivable conditions done. Meanwhile, he explained the bidding process for Spark and Howtech, which is noted, has been under operation in Jamaica for the past 10 years and was essentially a Jamaican company was chosen. The Prime Minister outlined that through the international competitive bidding process, 8 construction companies responded to the request for pre-qualification. There were 2 local and 6 international companies. Only 5 companies, however, were successful at the end of the phase of the process Holness shared, and in that the request for a bidding proposal was sent to 5 pre-qualified construction companies. 4 of the 5 contractors submitted bid proposal for the 4 works package at the end of August 2024. 2 of those 4 did not make it past this stage, and it was then down to 2 companies he disclosed. After the evaluation, and consistent with the Public Procurement Act and regulations, we entered into negotiation with the highest-ranking bidder, China Harbour Engineering Company, Holness stated. Tech will undertake the road for 4 packages: Package 1 Kingston and St. Andrew, Package 2 St. Catherine and Clarendon, Package 3 Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland and Hanover, and Package 4 St. James, Trelawney, St. Anne and St. Mary. Package 1 will be undertaken at a cost of $9.2 billion. Package 2 is estimated to cost $9.9 billion. Package 3 is to cost $7.55 billion, and Package 4 is estimated to cost $9.4 billion. Based on the contract signing, just over $36 billion will be spent on road infrastructure and $2 billion on the water component. Holness said the construction contracts are scheduled for 2 years, with an additional year for a defects liability procedure during which the contractor would carry out repairs owing to defects. The Prime Minister emphasized that Spark was not a road patching or routine maintenance project, but rather a capital investment. The difference between regular maintenance and the capital investment is that the capital investment creates entirely new value that adds to the GDP, he stated. He pointed out that there are two distinct phases to Spark: a local component, meaning a focus on community roads, and a focus on main roads. The NWA is responsible for managing the project and implementation of all works. It will be supported by teams of engineering consulting firms so that there are sufficient bodies on the ground to oversee the contractor's work. This, the Prime Minister noted, accounts for some $3 billion of the overall project. Spark will commence in the constituency of St. Andrew Western in the corporate area, will move to St. Elizabeth Northwestern, St. Anne Northwestern, Manchester Northwestern, then St. Andrew East Rural, before being rolled out island-wide.
I had committed that it would start within this year. If it could start tomorrow, I'd be the happiest person. I am told that there is a date in mind, but I'm not going to say what that date is. When we are certain, and that can only be when the backhoe is on the site, then we will say we have begun. But the marching order is that the work must begin this month. The 4 packages are as follows. Package 1, Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. Thomas. Package 2, St. Catherine and Clarendon. Package 3, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and Hanover. And Package 4, St. James, Trelawney, St. Anne, St. Mary, and Portland. I have previously explained that the project will be divided into 2 distinct phases. There is a local component, meaning a focus on community roads, and the other component being a focus on main roads. I'm very happy to see that the commitment for the website is up. Now, to be clear, the website is there for public information, but there is a phase 2 to it, which we intend to incorporate the public as our eyes and ears, because there is a growing public participation through social media where you see so many things being posted, and you do have to monitor social media because you pick up, many issues that they do not necessarily reach the sources of authority to address them. So we do try to survey social media to see what the problems are and so that we can address them. But there might be a more effective way, which is to offer on the website a platform through which concerned citizens can directly raise their concerns, directly point out shortcomings, call out underperformance to us so that we are able to respond. So this is a way of engaging the public to hold the government, but also the contractors and their subcontractors to account.
Proceedings at St. Catherine and Corporate Area Parish Courts disrupted yesterday due to bomb threats. Proceedings at the St. Catherine and Corporate Area Parish Courts were disrupted yesterday due to bomb threats, which prompted emergency evacuation and the rescheduling of several court matters. The criminal divisions of both courts were impacted. The Court Administration Division CAD says approximately 10 a.m., staff and visitors were advised to vacate both court buildings as a precaution while security assessments were conducted. Following a thorough inspection, law enforcement cleared the Corporate Area Parish Court for re-entry shortly after 1 p.m., allowing the staff to return. However, St. Catherine Parish Court remained closed for the day and staff were sent home. Matters scheduled for today at the Corporate Area Parish Court Criminal Division will now be heard tomorrow. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.